Hello, Taurus, and welcome to Intuitive Art Mediums. Thank you for joining me for your Astro Tarot reading as we look at the retrograde planets of Pluto in Capricorn, Neptune in Pisces, Saturn in Aquarius, and some of you might be experiencing your Saturn return, so this will have a greater impact on you. And we have Jupiter in Aries, and some of you might be experiencing your Jupiter return as well. Now we also have Chiron in Aries. Chiron is the wounded healer, and with Jupiter there in Aries, I really feel that there's an expansion here on deep soul healing. So doing a lot of shadow work, shadow healing through Pluto, and healing through our dreams, rebuilding a framework, and being successful. So let's get into your reading, Taurus. This is a general tarot reading meant for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Venus, and or rising. So please only go with the messages that resonate with you. So we're taking a look at Pluto in retrograde in Capricorn first. And he's been in retrograde in Capricorn for quite some time now. And he's going to remain there until October 8th, 2022. Now you might want to recall what you were doing or what was happening in your life between March and June of 2021, as this is the area that Pluto is revisiting. Now, Pluto represents the unconscious, the underworld, transformation. He is helping us to permanently clear out patterns that we've outgrown and that no longer serve us. We have also learned the lessons we were to learn from those. And it's to make room for something new. So he's going to have a greater impact on the cardinal signs, which are Capricorn, Aries, Libra, and Cancer. He will also impact, not as greatly, but still have an impact on the other earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and of course Capricorn. So let's look at the soul lessons that Pluto has been trying to help you learn. And we have success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So when you do what you love and you're good at it, it brings success. It brings that satisfaction of, I do this well. I'm successful at this. And then you become more successful when other people recognize and appreciate and value that which you do, that which you love to do. This is about following your bliss. And Taurus rules the second house. So he's all about the finances, how you show up and make your money, how you are successful. And Capricorn is your achievement in the world. So this is really a nice combination here for you. And your wisdom, the fate with number 17, 1 and 7 equal 8, and that is the affinity sign, and that is also about success. And here it's as if you are fated to be successful. You are meant to experience this success in your life. And Pluto is just clearing the obstacles out of your way so that you can experience this. Okay, now let's take a look at Neptune retrograde in Pisces. Now he just went retrograde on June 28th, and he'll remain in retrograde until December 4th. Now, Neptune is about the subconscious, as to where Pluto is about the unconscious and the underworld. Neptune, the subconscious, the dream world, where we can have lucid dreams, where we do our daydreaming at. And he is also our inner child. Now, what Neptune is bringing to your attention is what inspired your interest as a child? What did you dream about becoming? And what still holds your interest? Was there a hobby that you had as a child? And is that something that you still enjoy? This is your soul guiding you to your soul purpose and growth. There's something there for you, something more, and you're meant to be successful with that. So let's take a peek at the Dream Oracle and see what that is for you. Okay, time for a quantum leap. Nice. Prepare for a makeover. Okay, this is with number 7, lucky number 7. Okay, this, I think, some very serendipitous events are going to begin to occur, and you are going to make these quantum leaps and bounds so that you are back in the position, or I should say, put in the position where you should have been all along. But something deterred you, something held you back, you had other responsibilities that you had to take care of, and now you are freed up from those, and now you can discover those things that you enjoy doing. And sometimes those hobbies, those things that you love doing, can be turned into a business. You know, arts and crafts, you can most certainly, there are demands. Etsy store is a great place to sell your craft. Let's see what kind of energy is attached to this quantum leap for you. How's it going to help you prepare for this makeover? Now, this could also be you yourself having a makeover, adjusting to a new phase in your life. This could also be your home, because Taurus does represent the second house, which is our home, how we do business, how we show up in the world. Okay, 51, healer of the ages. Okay, this is like a quantum leap of healing. Wherever you feel that you've been wounded or lacked success, that is going to be healed. Pluto is going to help clear that out, and it will be revealed through your dreams. Expect some quantum leaps in your mind occurring in your dreams, and when you wake up, you eventually become the new person that you were always meant to be. Okay, let's take a look at Saturn. Now, Saturn is retrograde in Aquarius. He started his retrograde on June 4th, and he'll remain in retrograde until October 23rd, 2022. And again, many of you might be experiencing your Saturn return. This means he's going to be tracking over the same part of your natal chart, the same time that you were born. So that's why it's so significant. Now, Saturn rules Capricorn, which Pluto is in. Pluto is clearing up all these old frameworks that no longer serve us as a world. And Saturn is rebuilding a new framework for this quantum leap. Saturn is about your responsibilities, and you have certainly been responsible, and you are now in need of some healing energy. Now, Saturn is helping you to create a new frame for this quantum leap, for these shifting goals, shifting changes, for your soul evolution. Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. And certainly there are times to where we can feel lonely. Now keep in mind, a person can feel lonely when in a crowd of people. A person can feel lonely when they're at a party, even if they're with people that they know. And even when a person is alone, doesn't mean they're lonely. So loneliness is you feel like something's missing, or you're missing out on something. There's a void within you emotionally. You're feeling, again, there's a difference between being alone, because some people don't mind being alone, but having that loneliness, I think, feels even more sharp when you're at a party or when you're with a group of people and you're feeling kind of left out. That really makes you feel lonely. So let's look at this wisdom card for the loneliness. And perhaps if you're feeling lonely around those kinds of people, maybe that's a sign that they're not meant to be part of your new framework. So let that kind of be your inner guide. Okay, and why? Why do you feel lonely with number 31? Okay, this is a question that you're asking yourself. Have you felt lonely for a long time? Because Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Venus is all about love, and you want to have love in your life. Okay, now let's take a look at Jupiter, and let's get an idea what kind of benefits are coming your way. Now, Jupiter in Aries, because Aries is about the self, Jupiter loves to have a good time. This is time for you to have a good time. What makes you feel good? What's your idea of a good time? And go out and do that. This is about embracing the benefits right here that the fates and success are bringing your way. Like a quantum leap, this is going to be a major flip in your life for the positive, because we do have the success here. And you might feel a little bit lonely, and this reason why is going to be very personal, because it's going to be different for each and every one of you. But know that Jupiter is on his way with Chiron, the wounded healer, bringing in synchronicities of good times and abundance of joy. And we have for you divine drunkenness. That's perfect for Jupiter, because in the Greek mythology, Jupiter was Bacchus or Dionysius, who loved to drink the wine and remain drunk. So here we have divine drunkenness. Surrender to your spiritual reverie, Okay, if that's what brings you joy, if that's what makes you happy, again, being alone doesn't mean you're lonely. And sometimes people prefer their own company rather than spending time with somebody who is sour and always has something negative, you know, that's just bringing the whole energy level down and making it heavy. You want to be light and airy and go with the flow because you need to be light for this quantum leap. And this quantum leap is going to be healing because we have the healer of the ages. And this healing, because we are transitioning over into the Aquarian new age, some energy work, some meditation, walking barefoot on the earth. These are ways that you can heal yourself, allow the energy around you to heal, because you need to heal yourself because you have to prepare yourself for this makeover. And part of that makeover is to heal yourself so that you can relax into your divine drunkenness and just, again, the joy of abundance, the ecstasy of everything just falling into place and feeling right, living your dream. Okay, let's look at the energy that comes with that. Okay, Taurus, you get number 36, the second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Now, the second chakra is the womb, the reproductive system. It is about manifesting. And remember, Taurus, you rule the second house of manifesting success. This is confirmation that by doing that which brings you joy, that which you lose all track of time because you just enjoy doing what you're doing and manifesting, that's how you know that you are experiencing the benefits of Jupiter. Okay, let's go a little bit deeper into this with the tarot. And we start with the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, you've been waiting. You have been waiting a while. And remember, keep in mind what was going on in your life between March and June 2021. This is kind of a remembering, you know, and waiting, because now you're coming back to reap the rewards of whatever was happening at that time. And here we have the Lovers. Okay, now the Lovers does represent choice, choosing. It doesn't necessarily mean love. Of course it can be. But the Lovers usually represent some kind of compromise, because in a relationship there is compromise. And here also, love is something that is divine. We have the divine drunkenness. Again, doing something that you love, choosing love, choosing to do what you love to do. And perhaps this is something that you've waited to have a chance to do. And it could be working out in your garden. Perhaps you're a great gardener. Okay, then we have the Four of Pentacles, holding on to your security. This is the Neptune here. You've had to, it's been challenging for you financially. There has been an experience of lack. And here we have the Healer of Ages, where you're understanding that finances is a form of energy, and if you can transfer your energy into money, into goods, well, that's kind of a quantum leap here, because you're literally manifesting something from nothing, from your spirit. And we have that confirmation over here with the second chakra of manifestation. Okay, then we have the Six of Wands, bringing in victory. And then we have the Two of Swords. Why? This is that why card. You don't have to stand too long at the crossroads, and it's the loneliness here at the crossroads. You're not seeing everything. You have a blindfold over your eyes, and some things you're not meant to understand. It just is what it is. And then we have the Seven of Wands. You are able to, against the odds, take the high road and follow your true heart. And by following your bliss, you know, you don't have to ask why these other people, you know, seem to go against you. It doesn't matter why. It's none of your business what they think of you. All that matters is what you think of yourself, because most likely these people are trying to tear down your self-confidence, your self-esteem, and keep you in a state of doubt. And yeah, and loneliness, you know, that can be a form of isolating you. And also for those of you who are expecting babies or want to create babies, this is also a confirmation with this second chakra of manifestation. And with Jupiter there, this is an expansion of joy. So that could most definitely represent for some of you creating a child. And here we have the Devil uh, with this manifestation in Jupiter. We also have it with the divine drunkenness. Now, we all have a devil inside of us. The devil is not evil. He is just an archetypical aspect of all of us, our shadow aspect. This is this could be your doubts and fears coming up to haunt you and question and challenge your ability to manifest. And it can also, with this divine drunkenness, it could also be a form of codependency on a substance or person or a certain behavior. Again, the devil is something that it can train us in a type of behavior that's not necessarily us. This divine drunkenness can certainly be related to the devil, as well as to Jupiter, who loves to bring the wine and drink wine. And there is a divine drunkenness there where you see the truth, you speak the truth, and it's all very poetic and dramatic, but not necessarily in a negative way, unless of course it's taken to extremes and you are constantly in that state. And here we have the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so perhaps for some of you, this divine drunkenness is a situation where it enables you to shock yourself back into who you are. it clears out all the negativity, the PSTD, which, you know, the devil could most certainly represent um, that PTSD. And that could also lead to loneliness, because people who suffer from PTSD quite often are alone because they don't want to get triggered, because it takes a lot of energy to hold that in place and not overreact. And you have to go through all these filters, and it's very challenging. Now, there are experiments where people have worked with psilocybin mushrooms, where taken in micro doses, it has helped people to reset their psyche and restore themselves back to their natural being, because they were able to then release and detach those traumas. EMDR can be helpful with that as well. And there are also other techniques that you can use. But ultimately, you do have success here with the Ten of Pentacles. There is financial success that you are meant to have. This is family legacy. This is also your DNA, which, you know, we have with the second chakra. This could have something to do with your ancestral past. And this devil could certainly represent abuse that you had endured in the past, which has created this PTSD or CPTSD. And something within you, something has happened that has triggered that and has brought that to your attention. And that is what is being brought to your attention to heal. And once that's cleared, success, you suddenly jump into this manifestation of success, because those doubts and fears are no longer haunting you and holding you back. Now let's take a look at your starlight. This card literally jumped out. Limitless. Know your worth. Spirit wants you to know that you are limitless. You have the ability to manifest limitless whatever it is that you wish to manifest. Okay, then we have reevaluate. I love it because the retrogrades are all about those RE words. In the starlit sky, we look for the falling stars. You know, yeah, we are looking at all those stars, and we still look for the falling stars, because those are the stars you make your wish upon. And that's very Neptunian. The wishful thinking, the dreamer. Then we have new beginnings. From chaos comes calm. Okay, you are experiencing some of this chaos with Saturn as you reframe your new life, because something in your life has changed. We have this quantum leap, and it could be that maybe for some of you, your children have moved out and suddenly you're alone, and you're like, oh, why am I all alone all of a sudden? But that's okay. That's going to change. You know, here's the loneliness that you're expecting, and then you start finding other friends, but then you're discovering that, you know, these aren't really people I want to hang out with. So there's new beginnings from the chaos. Then we have love, to the moon and back. Lovely. The healing. And this is great, especially with this manifestation card with the second chakra and Archangel Ariel. This is bringing you positive confirmation. The devil is also you recognizing that you've done some really deep shadow work. You've overcome a lot of your past. You've re-evaluated and let a lot of that go. And now you can move on with love. Okay, Taurus, I'm going to end your reading here. I hope that it was helpful and beneficial. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to my channel. It does help make it grow. And until next time, take care.